Well, that new reality, you wouldn't, what I've been told many a times over from the spirit world, through channels, through dreams, through transmission, first and foremost, it has never, based upon our Holocaust is our actual power. While we trying to get away from this pain, if this is the realm of illusion, the only thing that really happened here was it affected your mind to the point where you learned transformation or learned a certain level of transformation. And ultimately, what I've been told, there's nothing that's ever been seen in the omniverse of the reality that we now have access to or gaining access to. You can look at it as a different, a new world, but you cannot fathom it as a human. There's no way to explain it. When I'm in the dream world and channel, I get it, but I wake up, I can't explain it to you. It's like a bear has his idea of what the greatest thing in the universe is. If he was to tell you this is his version of heaven, you wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? Hibernate, you wouldn't, salmon, you wouldn't, that wouldn't be your thing. So as the same thing with a human, our idea of heaven is, whatever it is you like. If you like, fish sticks or whatever, that's going to be your greatest idea of heaven. So you can't fathom it on that level. You can only understand it as a concept. Now, understand it as a concept that's built from your mind. And it's built strictly from your mind. Whatever your mind could possibly think, you can have. A movie that was great about that was Robin Williams, Cuba Gooding Jr. in a movie called What Dreams May Come, where Robin Williams dies. Cuba Gooding Jr. is trying to explain to him how to live in the astral world. Now, even the astral world is a part of this illusion, and it must fall. But ultimately, he still was explaining how your mind is all. Your body is fake. Whatever you believe in your mind is your reality. So you are creating your world based upon your mind and whatever your world is in it. So anything you can fathom, you can have. So what also comes into play is your conscious mind is keeping you in your personal space as Beverly or Panic or whomever. Mm-hmm. Once that has dwindled away when you died, your subconscious mind remembers all lifetimes, all experiences, your whole entire plight in this particular dimension, and all your experiences come into play as a form of understanding in terms of what more you can have. I always give the example, the movie Coming to America. Eddie Murphy was the prince. People were tying his shoes, 3 naked women in the bathtub every day. He still had to come to America to get something else to eventually take back to the kingdom to become a new king. So that's all that's really happening. We in here to become the new ones.
And that's the melon people, the people with the melon.
Yeah, people with souls, ultimately. Because everything in this place has melanin, just the abundance of it and how people can access it. Ultimately, to get back to the source, you have to have the divine spark of light, which is a soul. The melanin is connected to the ka, the spirit. There's the body, and then there's the soul. Eventually, the ka will die away as well, which is the spirit. The only thing that's real about you is your soul, which is the only thing that could connect to the original primal point. You could just say, let's say Sirius, for this matter. So the only ones that can live there is the ones with souls. So that's what we're really talking about. You redeeming or releasing your soul.
Mm.
You redeeming or releasing your soul.
And you're saying that's happening after our body turns back to dirt or once it leaves.
Yeah. Okay. Once your ka exists, there's different levels. The astral level, the etheric level, the mental plane, different planes of reality. The 4th dimension, 5th dimension, this dimension. What dwells in those dimensions is your ka, or your spirit. Your soul is on earth in your body. When your body dies, your soul joins your ka. And then if you're not ready to go to the next level based upon you feel you have some more work to do down here, or based upon you being ignorant, becoming a human, you may fall back, your soul may fall back into a body. Ultimately, you want your soul to rise out of this situation, out of these things we call the planes. So that has to die, the planes, because those are all a part of the illusion. There's a higher part of what's happening on Earth. So ultimately, your soul is trying to get back to its primal point, to its primal origin, back to Sirius. So your soul is now taking a journey between your ka and your body. Your ka and your body. We call it reincarnation. Either based upon you feel you're not doing something, you didn't do something, you got stuck, or you may have work down here to do. Most of the conscious do make a choice to come back down here because they are doing a certain work. Most of the people that they call dead are stuck down here. And they do things like tell you all through your life, you need a better house, you got to be somebody. We, black people, we have to struggle. You never got the bank loan, never got the promotion, never married the girl, never took care of your kids right. Then you got for the new people, you got Puff Daddy. You never had the chain, the Bentley, the car. So you still create a bond or a longing for Earth to come back to here. So these things lock the dead people down, material things, material possession. When you change from the material to the spiritual, you have an upward thought or upward process. When you change back to material, you're always looking to come here to try to perfect something that you missed out on, that you'll never have. I never had sneakers, never had the Nikes I wanted or whatever.